Dying Light, The Beast is an exhilarating standalone adventure set in a zombie-infested rural landscape. Players step into the shoes of the legendary hero Kyle Crane, who has escaped after enduring years of brutal experimentation. The game unfolds in a sprawling open world, where players must navigate the dangers of a new environment teeming with the undead and other threats. As Kyle, you are not just seeking vengeance against those who tormented you. There's a deeper purpose that drives your journey. The narrative delves into themes of survival, redemption, and the quest for truth in a world where humanity has crumbled. Throughout the game, you will uncover the mysteries surrounding your past while grappling with the consequences of your actions in a hostile and unpredictable world.
Purpose we must strive to accomplish. I only answer to this divine calling. And you.
Do you see who's the real beast here?
Pragmata is a thought-provoking action-adventure game set in a dystopian future, where humanity's ambitious attempt to colonize the moon has gone terribly wrong. Following a catastrophic event, the once promising lunar settlement has turned into a haunting wasteland, forcing humans to abandon the satellite entirely. This narrative serves as the backdrop for an intriguing story that unfolds through the eyes of its two main characters. Remarkably human-like robots navigating the desolate environment in search of a way back to Earth. Players step into a richly crafted world where advanced technology and haunting desolation coalesce. The game invites you to explore a beautifully rendered lunar landscape filled with remnants of humanity's failed ambitions. Gears of War. E-Day transports players back to the harrowing events that set the stage for the iconic Gears of War saga. Set 14 years before the original series, the game follows beloved heroes Marcus Phoenix and Dom Santiago as they return home, only to confront an unprecedented nightmare, the emergence of the Locust Horde. This terrifying and relentless enemy rises from the depths of the earth, threatening to obliterate humanity in its quest for domination. At the heart of the game is a gripping narrative that delves into the characters' pasts and their struggles against overwhelming odds. Players will experience the chaos of E-Day, the day when the Locust first unleashed their horrific assault on human civilization. Doom. The Dark Ages is a first-person shooter that dives deep into the lore of the Doom universe, serving as a prequel to the acclaimed Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. Players assume the role of the Rock Slayer, a legendary demon slayer embroiled in an unending war against the forces of hell. Set in a dark medieval-inspired world, the game presents a rich narrative that explores the origins of the Rock Slayer and the cataclysmic events leading to his rise as a formidable hero. As players navigate through a series of beautifully crafted atmospheric environments, they encounter a variety of grotesque demons and powerful foes. The combat system retains the series' signature fast-paced, visceral action, allowing players to wield a diverse arsenal of weapons, including classic firearms and brutal melee attacks. Marvel 1943. Rise of Hydra is an immersive action-adventure game set against the backdrop of World War II, where iconic Marvel characters unite in a thrilling narrative filled with intrigue, conflict, and heroism. Players step into the roles of Captain America and Azuri, the Black Panther of the 1940s, as they navigate a war-torn world filled with peril and deception. As the game begins, the chaos of war has unleashed sinister forces, leading to the resurgence of Hydra, the notorious organization bent on world domination, with Captain America, the symbol of justice and bravery, and Azuri, the fierce protector of Wakanda. Players must forge an uneasy alliance to confront this emerging threat.
I'll be there before the sun rises, before the Germans, before that American. The Eye of Force has been found.
Please, just stick to the rooftops. Be careful, stand beside me.
When am I not?
It's better if I tackle this one alone.
You may encounter some obstacles.
That won't be a problem. Our cat friend is definitely here too. By the look of things, he's not very far ahead.
The American boy is right on your heels.
Who the hell are you?
If you wanted us dead, we'd be dead. So what do you want?
Answers.
That's far enough!
Stay out of my way!
Stand aside!
I do not take orders from anyone!
I don't have time for this.
Neither do I.
Toxic Commando is a thrilling co-op shooter set in a dystopian future where a catastrophic experiment to harness energy from the Earth's core has gone horribly wrong. As a result, a malevolent substance known as the Blight has erupted, warping the environment and transforming living beings into horrifying zombies. This apocalyptic scenario presents players with a unique blend of chaos and action as they battle against these grotesque creatures to reclaim their world. In this high-stakes adventure, players take on the roles of a team of skilled mercenaries, each equipped with unique abilities and weapons designed to combat the horrific threats posed by the Blight. The mercenaries are recruited by the brilliant but morally ambiguous scientist who instigated the disaster. State of Decay 3 is an immersive survival game set in an expansive open world, years after a devastating zombie apocalypse nearly wiped out humanity. The remnants of society struggle to endure, and players must help the survivors navigate a harsh landscape filled with relentless zombie threats. The game challenges players to make critical decisions that affect not only their immediate survival, but also the broader narrative and the fates of their fellow survivors. In this unforgiving world, every choice matters. Players will encounter situations where their decisions can lead to life or death. If a group of zombies overwhelms a companion, that character is lost for good, adding weight to every encounter and encouraging players to think strategically about their actions.
The sacrifice would be worth it. It would always be worth it. And that helped us find the courage to keep going, to fight on. When we needed it the most. I didn't know you well. But we'll keep your memory alive. Every sacrifice we make matters and will never be forgotten. No one is forgotten. We live on.
Grand Theft Auto 6 is the highly anticipated sequel in the legendary open-world action-adventure series developed by Rockstar Games. Set in a sprawling dynamic world that blends urban environments with vast countryside, the game promises to deliver an unparalleled experience of freedom and immersion. Players will step into the shoes of multiple protagonists, each with their own unique backgrounds, motivations, and interconnected stories, reflecting the complexity of crime and morality in a modern landscape. The game unfolds in a reimagined version of Vice City, inspired by real-life Miami, where players can explore diverse neighborhoods, engage with vibrant characters, and experience the pulsating nightlife. Atomfall is a gripping survival action game set in the north of England, 5 years after the catastrophic incident at the Windscale nuclear power station. Inspired by real events, the game immerses players in a fictional exclusion zone where the remnants of society struggle to survive amidst chaos and uncertainty. Players will explore a richly detailed environment filled with the remnants of a once thriving community, encountering a host of eccentric characters, mystical elements, and powerful government agents with extraordinary authority. Developed by Rebellion, the studio known for hits like Sniper Elite and Zombie Army, Atomfall invites players to uncover the dark secrets surrounding the nuclear reactor incident.
It's more dangerous than you can possibly imagine.
Detected.
ExeKiller is a thrilling single-player action game set in a retro-futuristic Wild West, where the remnants of civilization clash with advanced technology and brutal survivalism. Players step into the boots of a gritty bounty hunter, navigating a post-apocalyptic dystopia filled with danger and intrigue. The world is a unique blend of classic Western aesthetics and imaginative futuristic elements, creating a captivating environment for players to explore. As a bounty hunter, your primary goal is survival, but this quest goes beyond mere existence. You are tasked with hunting down dangerous outlaws and merciless criminals who roam the desolate landscapes.
Sometimes I kill for justice.
Your next target, Johnny the Wireman, wanted alive, picked up. Last seen somewhere in Jacobstown area. Bounty hunter, kill him.
He's not going anywhere.
Bounty hunting is a hell of a business.
Who are you? I am ExeKiller.
I want to make you an offer, which I'm sure you won't refuse.
When I was a kid,
RoadCraft invites players into the crucial role of a leader in a construction company dedicated to revitalizing communities devastated by natural disasters. Set in a world where infrastructure has been severely impacted by catastrophic events, players are tasked with the monumental job of restoring the local industry and helping residents return to normalcy. As the head of your company, you will operate an impressive array of construction machinery, from excavators and bulldozers to cranes and road rollers. Each piece of equipment is essential for tackling different challenges that arise during the restoration process. Your primary goal is to clear debris, fix faulty equipment, and rebuild vital infrastructure, including roads and bridges that are essential for transportation and trade. Arky Raiders is an exciting new free-to-play cooperative shooter that immerses players in a high-stakes battle against the formidable Ark, a ruthless mechanized invaders from space. Set in a beautifully crafted post-apocalyptic world, players must band together in squads to defend their homeland from relentless enemy assaults. In ARC Raiders, teamwork is essential. Players can choose from a diverse roster of characters, each with unique abilities and skill sets that complement one another in combat. The game emphasizes cooperative gameplay, encouraging players to strategize and communicate effectively to take down the powerful Arky forces. As you engage in thrilling firefights, you'll experience fast-paced action using a wide array of weapons and gadgets to outsmart and outgun your enemies.
Engaging in firefights may sometimes be the only way out of a tight spot. Other times, being cautious and staying out of sight is the better option to make it out. For raiders hoping to thrive, the Rust Belt is filled with opportunities and secrets, if you know where to look. You'll have to stay vigilant up there on the surface, where an armada of arc machines roam unchecked. Where motives of other raiders remain dangerously unclear. You'll need to be resourceful, work with what you have, and sometimes make plans on the fly. What are you prepared to risk to get what you want? Ultimately, you get to decide what kind of raider you'll become, shaping your own legacy, your raider, and your home.
Kemuri invites players into a captivating world where they assume the role of demon hunters, known as Guardians of Balance, dedicated to protecting the inhabitants of a city from malevolent spirits. This immersive environment blends traditional Japanese folklore with modern culture, anime, aesthetics, and a touch of international sensibilities, creating a realm where supernatural wonders exist beyond the comprehension of ordinary people. In Kemuri, players will encounter a rich tapestry of yokai, or supernatural creatures, each with unique characteristics and abilities. The game challenges hunters to face not only external threats but also existential themes and moral dilemmas that arise as they track and confront their prey. Sniper Elite. Resistance marks an exciting return to the franchise, bringing back the beloved mechanics of sniper shooting, stealth missions, and tactical third-person combat, all set against the backdrop of occupied France during World War II. Set concurrently with the events of Sniper Elite 5, players step into the shoes of Harry Hawker, a special operations agent who uncovers a sinister new weapon that could tip the scales in favor of the Nazis. As Harry, players will navigate through treacherous terrain deep behind enemy lines, where every mission presents multiple targets, diverse entry and exit points, and an unparalleled freedom of approach. The core objective remains the same: eliminate high-value targets while utilizing the environment to your advantage. FBC Firebreak is an exhilarating 3-player cooperative first-person shooter that plunges players into the heart of a mysterious federal agency under siege by otherworldly forces. Set in a world where the boundaries between reality and the supernatural blur, this game invites players to join forces and uncover the dark secrets of the Federal Bureau of Control, FBC, a clandestine organization tasked with managing paranormal threats. In FBC Firebreak, players assume the roles of specially trained operatives, equipped with unique abilities and advanced weaponry. As members of an elite response team, they must work together to fend off waves of bizarre and powerful enemies that emerge from the shadows.
Baby, this house is on fire.
Welcome to Firebreak.
Sonic Racing. Crossworlds is an exhilarating racing game that combines the speed and agility of Sonic the Hedgehog with thrilling cross-dimensional tracks and characters from various universes. In this game, players join Sonic and his friends as they race through vibrant, imaginative worlds, each inspired by iconic franchises including classic Sega titles and popular gaming series. Players can choose from a roster of beloved characters, including Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, and more, each possessing unique abilities that add a strategic layer to the racing experience. The game features a mix of high-speed racing mechanics and engaging power-ups, allowing players to gain an edge over their opponents. Terminator. Survivors is a thrilling survival game set in the haunting aftermath of Judgment Day, where players take on the role of survivors navigating a post-apocalyptic world devastated by a war between humanity and Skynet. The game offers an expansive open world filled with remnants of civilization, allowing players to explore iconic locations from the Terminator franchise while uncovering hidden secrets and dangers. As a survivor, players must gather essential resources to craft items, build shelters, and establish a base for themselves and other survivors. The emphasis on resource management is crucial, as players will need to scavenge for food, weapons, and materials, while also fortifying their base against the relentless threats posed by Skynet's machines. Splitgate 2 is an exhilarating free-to-play 4 vs 4 shooter that combines the intensity of traditional first-person combat with a unique portal mechanic, allowing players to engage in dynamic and fast-paced battles. As an elite ace fighter, you will jump into the heat of combat, using strategically placed portals to outmaneuver opponents and gain the upper hand on the battlefield. In Splitgate 2, players can choose from various factions, each offering distinct abilities and play styles that cater to different approaches to combat. Whether you prefer a stealthy tactical playstyle or a more aggressive head-on assault, there's a faction that fits your strategy. The game emphasizes customization, enabling players to tweak their weapons and abilities to suit their preferences. Derelicts is an immersive survival and exploration game set in a post-apocalyptic world years after an ancient mechanism has engulfed the Earth in radiation. As a member of an investigative team, your mission is to uncover the source of this catastrophic event. The environment is a harsh and mysterious wasteland, filled with remnants of the past and lurking dangers, demanding both ingenuity and bravery from players. In Derelicts, players can choose to embark on their journey alone or team up with friends in cooperative gameplay. The game emphasizes the importance of resource management and crafting. You'll gather materials from the environment to build shelters, create tools, and develop technologies that harness the power of electricity and water. Total Chaos. Fort Oasis is a gripping survival horror game set in a nightmarish landscape where reality itself begins to unravel. Developed by the creator of Turbo Overkill, this immersive experience transports players to Fort Oasis, a once thriving paradise that has transformed into a decaying terror mare filled with hidden mysteries and grotesque monstrosities. As you navigate this eerie environment, you'll encounter a blend of horror and psychological tension that keeps you on edge. In Total Chaos, players take on the role of a survivor forced to scavenge through the remnants of Fort Oasis. The game emphasizes resourcefulness, requiring you to gather scraps and materials scattered throughout the island to craft makeshift weapons and tools necessary for survival.
If I don't tread lightly, this place will become my prison.
Fable marks a new beginning for the legendary franchise, inviting players to explore the enchanting world of Albion like never before. This action role-playing game immerses you in a vibrant landscape filled with rich lore, memorable characters, and moral dilemmas. In Albion, the concept of heroism is fluid and deeply personal, allowing you to shape your character's destiny through your choices and actions. As you embark on your journey, you will encounter a dark and looming threat that endangers. The decisions you make will influence not only your own fate, but also the lives of the inhabitants of Albion. Every action carries weight, from acts of kindness to ruthless deeds, shaping your hero's reputation and the world around you.
Wafting around mythical creatures. And that's what they are. Wafters.
Yeah, well done.
You see, I'm not here to slay legendary beasts. I'm here to conquer the vegetable. Not a euphemism. Let's face it, The age of heroes is over. This is the age of innovation. This, if you will, is the age of death. One moment. This is awkward.
Yeah. Oh.
ILL is a first-person survival horror game that plunges players into a chilling and atmospheric village filled with dread and madness. As you explore this unsettling environment, you will uncover the dark secrets that have led to its eerie ambience. The game features a rich narrative interwoven with intense body horror elements, immersing players in a world where survival is paramount. One of the standout features of ILL is its meticulously designed physics and dismemberment system. This level of detail enhances the horror experience, making encounters with grotesque monsters all the more visceral and terrifying. Enemies exhibit unpredictable behavior, requiring players to stay alert and adapt their strategies in real time. Thick as Thieves is a thrilling multiplayer PvPvP stealth game set in a richly detailed metropolis of the 1910s where cunning and deception reign supreme. In this immersive world filled with intrigue, players must navigate the shadows and employ their wits to outsmart rival thieves while completing heists and gathering valuable loot. Every player is on their own, creating a competitive atmosphere where alliances are fleeting and betrayal is always a possibility. As a thief in this captivating urban landscape, you'll need to master the art of stealth and strategy. The game's mechanics emphasize stealthy movements, clever disguises, and strategic use of the environment. SpaceCraft is an exciting online game that invites players to delve into the vastness of space while harnessing their creativity and strategic thinking. Set in a sprawling galaxy teeming with opportunities, the game focuses on exploration, resource gathering, and construction, allowing players to carve out their own destinies among the stars. In SpaceCraft, players can explore countless planets, each with unique landscapes, resources, and challenges. As you navigate the galaxy, you'll encounter mysterious celestial bodies, uncover hidden treasures, and interact with alien civilizations. The game encourages curiosity and adventure, rewarding players for venturing into uncharted territories and discovering new worlds.
Now, together, we're discovering new horizons. Every foundation laid, every spark ignited, every connection made builds something new. Our journey led us to these stars, and from the fragments of the past, we will forge a better, brighter tomorrow.
Mistfall Hunter is an exhilarating third-person action PvPvE extraction RPG that invites players into a beautifully rendered, mysterious world filled with danger and opportunity. Set in a hauntingly atmospheric landscape, players take on the role of skilled hunters, equipped with unique abilities, weapons, and gear tailored to different classes. The game emphasizes strategic gameplay, allowing players to master powerful combos and utilize special skills to gain an edge in battle. As you explore the immersive environment, you'll encounter a variety of fearsome monsters and treacherous players, creating a dynamic combat experience that requires quick thinking and adaptability.
I have seen the ruins of old, like graves for a hidden past, and madness without end. Seen the hunters awakened, steadfast heroes among them, and treacherous villains as well. I have seen the thrones brought low, faiths torn asunder, and all that still lives before the end. They war and struggle in anguish and despair. But I have yet to see the ember that can rise against the dark.
Outbreak Island is a thrilling survival horror sandbox game set on a remote island where danger lurks in every shadow. As night falls, a mysterious phenomenon known as the Outbreak awakens bloodthirsty monsters that roam the landscape, threatening your very existence. Players must use their wits and resourcefulness to survive in this hostile environment, where every decision can mean the difference between life and death. In Outbreak Island, exploration is key. The island is filled with a diverse array of environments, from dense forests to abandoned buildings, each holding valuable resources and hidden dangers. As players venture into the wilderness, they will gather materials to craft essential tools and weapons, which are vital for defending against the monstrous threats that emerge after dark. Projekt Z Beyond Order is an exhilarating first-person shooter that immerses players in a harrowing battle against the undead during the tumultuous backdrop of World War II. In this thrilling experience, you will engage in intense zombie combat while developing your character and customizing your weaponry to suit your playstyle. Set on a terrifying island plagued by the horrors of war and the undead, Projekt Z offers a cooperative mode for up to 4 players. As one of 4 unique survivors, each character comes with distinct roles and abilities that enhance team dynamics and strategy. Whether you prefer to take on the role of a stealthy scout, a heavy weapons specialist, a medic, or an engineer, your choice will significantly impact your team's success. Projekt: The Perceiver is a high-budget action-adventure game that draws inspiration from critically acclaimed titles like Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, and Ghost of Tsushima. This visually stunning game presents a captivating narrative centered around 3 characters endowed with supernatural powers through mysterious masks. Although only 2 of these heroes have been revealed so far, the anticipation for the 3rd character promises to add depth and variety to the storyline. The gameplay of Projekt: The Perceiver showcases a more dynamic and fluid combat system, setting setting it apart from its predecessors. Players will engage in intense battles that emphasize choreography and timing, reminiscent of the thrilling combat sequences found in Sekiro. Wreckfest 2 is here, and it promises to take vehicular mayhem to a whole new level. Building on the success of its predecessor, this sequel ramps up the chaos and destruction in a thrilling racing experience that embraces full-contact racing like never before. Get ready to engage in fierce battles on the racetrack as you vie for the title of the fastest driver amidst a flurry of crashing metal and flying debris. One of the standout features of Wreckfest 2 is its enhanced physics engine, which delivers an unparalleled level of realism in terms of vehicle handling and damage modeling. Each collision is a spectacle, with parts flying off vehicles and debris scattering across the track, creating a dynamic environment that reacts to the player's actions.
Next time, I promise not to lose my temper.
Come on! Move it! Goddamn amateur! Out of the way! Stop driving like my grandma, she's 6 feet under! MOVE! Move it! You take that piece of throw it up your... Feels like something came up through the seat!
Shadow of the Road is a captivating turn-based role-playing game that seamlessly blends the rich atmosphere of feudal Japan with elements of magic and steampunk. Set in a beautifully crafted world, players are invited to immerse themselves in a vibrant landscape where tradition meets technology and mystical creatures roam alongside intricate steam-powered machines. In Shadow of the Road, you will assemble a diverse party of unique characters, each with their own distinct abilities and backstories. This character-driven narrative allows players to engage deeply with the game's lore, while also tailoring their team to suit different combat strategies.